The general solutions of the equations. General solutions. The general solutions. How to find the general solutions of the equations like sin x is equals to 0, sin x is equals to 0, cos x is equals to 0, cos x is equals to 0, and tan x is equals to 0. And tan x is equals to 0. How to find the general solution of the trigonometric equations like sin x is equals to 0, or cos x is equals to 0, or tan x is equals to 0. First of all, we find the sin x is equals to 0. First of all, that is sin x is equals to 0. We want the general solution of the sin x is equals to 0. We want the general solution of the sin x is equals to 0. Already we know that if theta is belongs to, when we say that theta is a principal solution, means theta is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. If theta is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, then only we say that theta is a principal solution of the given trigonometric equations. Then sin theta is equals to 0. Then sin theta is equals to 0. We want the principal solution of sin x. Here the x, sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. Here also take theta is belongs to, theta is the solution. Theta is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Then sin x is equals to 0 if and only if and only if theta is equals to 0. We want the general solutions of the given trigonometric equation. First of all, we find the general solution of sin x is equals to 0. What is the general solution? What is the, how to find the general solution of sin x equals to k means? First of all, take, maybe theta is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Theta is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Compulsory theta is always like between, already we discussed the points, that is, theta is always like between closed interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi. Minus pi by 2 plus pi. Then sin x is equals to 0. Then sin x is equals to 0. What is the principal solution of, when we say the principal solution of sin x equals to k, if and only if theta is equals to 0, then sin x is equals to 0. Theta is equals to 0, then only sin x is equals to 0. That is, theta is equals to 0 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Hence the principal solution of sin x equals 0 is how much? Hence the principal solution of sin x equals to 0 is 0 degrees. Hence the principal solution, already we know that if tan psi function is bisection only, f is mapping from minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2 closed interval to minus 1 closed interval minus 1 to plus 1 1. If for k is belongs to minus 1 to plus 1, k is for any k belongs to minus 1 to closed interval minus 1 to plus 1, unique value of theta alpha exists, then it is alpha is what the principal, or k is what the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation, already we discussed. So observe here also we want the general solution of sin x equals to k. We want the general solution of the trigonometric function sin x equals to k. Sin x equals to 0. Observe here, the solution may be theta. Compulsory theta which is belongs to unique value. What is the principal solution of given trigonometric equation is theta is the principal solution. So theta compulsory lie between the closed interval minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Then sin x is equals to 0 if and only if theta is equals to 0. Sin 0 is nothing but 0. Sin 0 is nothing but 0. Sin 0 is nothing but 0. So theta is equals to 0. Hence the principal solution of trigonometric function, that is sin x equals 0, is 0. Principal solution how much? 0. But Already we know that sin theta is equals to 0. We know that sin theta is equals to sin 0 is equals to sin 0 degrees is equals to 0. That is, we know that sin 0 degrees is equals to sin 0 degrees is equals to how much? Sin 0 is equals to 0. Also sin 180 minus a. Also, we know that sin pi minus a. What is the sin pi minus a? Sin 180 minus theta. Clearly, sin 180 minus theta, sin theta only. Sin 180 minus we know the identity. Sin 180 minus a. Sin 180 minus a, clearly sin 180 minus the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sin half to half is there. So sin 180 minus theta, clearly sin a. That is sin pi minus theta. That is sin 180. Or sin pi minus a, clearly sin a. That means sin pi minus 0. Sin pi minus 0 also. Sin pi minus 0 also. Sin 0. Sin pi minus 0. Sin pi minus 0 also. Sin 0 only. So sin pi value. Sin 180 minus theta. Sin 180 minus theta. Sin a. Sin 180 minus theta. Sin a. So sin pi minus 0. Pi minus 0 is nothing but pi minus 0 is nothing but sin pi is equal to how much? Sin 0. Sin pi is equal to how much? Sin pi is equal to also sin 0. Sin pi is equal to also sin 0 only. That is equal to sin pi is equal to 0. Sin pi is equal to how much? 0. So principal solution of the equations are principal solutions. Principal solutions of the given equation are principal solutions of the given equations are x is equals to clearly x is equals to 0 or x is equals to 1. Principal solutions of the sign given trigonometric equation is clearly x is equals to 0 or x is equals to pi. X is equals to 0 or x is equals to pi are the principal solutions of the given trigonometric equations. Let us for general solution of the equation, these are principal solutions. We want the general solution. Therefore, let us find general solutions of the given equation. Let us find the general solutions of the given equation. Let us find the general solution of the given equation. That is sin x is equals to 0. That is sin x is equals to 0. We want the general solution means. Observe here. X is equals to general solution means it can be expressed in the form of theta naught plus f of n. Theta naught is a particular solution or principal solution. F of n is a function that is involving in pi's. So let us find the general solution of the sin theta equals 0 means as values of sin x repeated the intervals 2 pi. As values of the sin x repeated the intervals of 2 pi. So x is equals to sin x repeated the values of 2 pi. Sin x the values are repeated after the interval 2 pi. After the interval sin x functions are repeated. The values are repeated. So x is equals to 2n pi plus 0 or x is equals to 2n plus pi. 2n pi plus pi. That means it can be expressed in the form of general solution is theta naught plus f of n. Theta naught, general solution is an expression. Which is in the form of theta naught plus f of n. Theta naught is a particular solution. F of x is a function involving pi. F of x x is a function involving pi. So this principal solutions are 0 or pi. Principal solutions are 0 or pi. So sin x repeated the values after 2 pi. After 2 pi. So that is 2 pi. That is next 4 pi, 6 pi. After values of 2 pi, that is integral multiples of 2 pi, sin values are repeated. So how to express these principal solutions as general solution is x is equals to 2 times of 2n pi plus 0. That means n is the where n is belongs to z. n is any integer. This can be expressed in the form of x is equals to 2n pi plus 0 or x is equals to 2n pi plus 1. Observe here, x is equals to 2n pi plus 0. 2n pi plus 0 is clearly 2n pi or x is equals to, if you take pi as common, we get 2n plus 1 into pi. 2n plus 1 into pi. 2n pi plus 0 is nothing but 2n pi only. Or x is equals to, if you take pi as common here, we get 2n plus 1 into pi. 2n plus 1 into pi, where n is belongs to integers. So we want the single general solution. So combine this by using of these two solutions. By using of these two solutions, x is equals to, can be written as x is equals therefore from 1 and 2, x is equals to, general solution is equals to the general solution is equals to, clearly this is 2n pi, even numbers, multiples of pi. 2n plus 1, odd numbers, multiples of pi. Even numbers, multiples of pi, odd numbers, multiples of pi, even numbers, multiples of pi. We want the union set of solutions we want. That means the union, clearly these are even numbers, these are odd numbers, these are even numbers, these are odd numbers. So the union, clearly n is belongs to z. So the union compulsory we get, what is that? N pi. N pi means n is belongs to integers. These are even numbers, these are odd numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8 even numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. If you get union means we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is, these are n is belongs to z means. So we get the general solution is equals to, clearly x is equals to n pi. X is equals to n pi where n is belongs to, clearly x is equals to n pi. X is equals to n pi where n is belongs to z. Observe here. We want the general solutions of the trigonometric equation sin x equals 0, cos x equals 0, tan x equals 0. We want the general solution. First find the general solution of sin x is equals 0. First we find the sin x is equals 0. What is the principal solution? We want the principal solution of the given trigonometric function. Why means, already we know that general solution is an expression. General solution is an expression. It is in the form of theta naught plus f of x. General solution is an expression. It is in the form of theta naught plus f of n. Theta naught is a particular solution. That is principal solution. F of n is a function. F of n is a function. Involves pi. N is belongs to z. Involves y and n is belongs to z. Already we discussed in details. We want sin x is equals 0. Sin x is equals 0. Clearly theta is belongs to minus pi by 2. Theta is the solution mechanism there. So sin x equals 0. If and only if x is equals, that is theta is equals to 0. If theta is equals to 0, that is x is equals to 0. Sin theta is equals to 0, then sin x is equals to 0. We take x is equals to 0. X is equals to 0. X is equals to 0. Sin 0 is nothing but 0. Sin 0 is nothing but 0. Sin 0, 0. So x is equals 0. So the principal solution of sin x is equals 0. What is the principal solution of given trigonometric equations? Clearly 0. Clearly 0. Already we know that the trigonometric, this one, sin 180 minus theta. Sin 180 minus theta also sin A. Sin 180 minus theta also sin theta only. Sin 180 minus theta also sin theta only. So sin 180 minus a, if you take a value 0, sin 1 pi minus 0 is nothing but sin 0. Sin 180 minus 0, 180 minus 0 sin 0. So 180 minus 0, 180 minus 0, we get 180. Sin pi is equal to sin 0. Sin pi also sin 0. That means sin pi is equal to also 0. Sin pi value also 0. Sin pi value also 0. Sin pi value also 0. This is also principal solution. Why? Because the principal solution is a solution. The principal solution is a solution which lies between 0 is less than or equals to theta is less than 2 pi. This is principal solution. So clearly sin pi equals to 0. So pi is also solution of the given trigonometric. Pi is also solution of the given trigonometric equation. So principal solutions of the given trigonometric equations are clearly the principal solutions of the given trigonometric equations are clearly 0 and pi. 0 and pi also. 0 and pi. 0 or pi are 0 and pi. 0 and pi. 0 and so principal solution is clearly 0 and pi. X is equal to 0 and x is equal to pi. Let us find the general solution we want. General solution means it is in the expression theta naught plus f of n. Theta naught plus f. So theta naught, if you take 0, that is f of n. F of n means function clearly. How to take 2 pi means? 2 pi means we know that all the trigonometric functions are repeated after the period 2 pi. So after the repeated values of the sine function repeated 2 pi, so x is equal to 2n pi plus 0. Take particular solution. And the second equation is there. That is x is equal to pi means we get 2n pi plus 2n pi plus 2n pi plus 0 is nothing but 2n pi only. X is equal to 2n pi and we get x is equal to 2n pi and x is equal to, if you take pi as common, 2n plus 1 into pi. X is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi. We want the union. We want the general solution. The general solution means we want the union. X is equal to 2n pi and x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi. The union means we get, this is even numbers, this is clearly odd numbers. The union means we get, that is integers, that is x is equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi, where n is belongs to z. So x is equal to n pi is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Therefore, the general solution is equal to the general solution is equal to how much? N pi. The general solution is equal to how much? N pi. Sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. General solution is how much? N pi. Where n is belongs to z. Where n is belongs to z. So sin x is equal to 0. The general solution is n pi. Sin x is equal to 0. The general solution is how much? N pi. Next, we find cos x equals 0 and tan x equals 0. Then. Next, second one, that is cos x equals 0. We want the general solution for cos x equals 0. Clearly we know that cos x equals 0. Clearly we know that cos x is equal to 0 if and only clearly we know that the cos x is equal to 0, the general solution or the principal solution of the cos x equals 0 is clearly x is equal to pi by 5. X is equal to pi. Clearly we know that cos x equals 0 if and only if x is equal to pi by 5. Therefore the principal solution is equal to principal solution of cos x equals 0 is pi. What is the principal solution? Principal solution of cos x is equals to 0 is clearly pi by 2. Principal solution of the given function, that is cos x equals 0 is, that is x is equal to how much? X is equal to pi by 2. X is equal to how much? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 is the principal solution. Also we know that cos x is equal to 0. Cos x is equal to 0. This can be written as sin 90 minus theta. Sin 90 minus theta how much? Sin 90 minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Sin 90 minus theta how much? Cos theta. So cos x can be written as our convenience. Here 0 is there. So this can be written as sin x minus pi by 2 is also 0. Sin x minus pi by 2. Sin 90 minus if we take minus. So sin minus sin theta means clearly sin theta equals 0. So sin x minus pi by 2 also, sin x minus pi by 2 also 0. Already we know that we want the general solution. We want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation means already we know that the general solution of the sine function is observe here sin x minus pi by 2 is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. General solution. General solution x is equal to n pi, where is n belongs to 0. So general solution of sin x is equal to 0. The general solution of sin x is equal to 0 clearly x is equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi. So the general solution of the this is clearly this is x. X is equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi means x minus pi by 2 is equal to n pi. Observe here. The general solution of sin x is equal to 0. The general solution of sin x is equal to 0 is x is equal to n pi. X is equal to n pi. Integral multiples of pi, the sin value is 0. That is 0 pi, 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi, 6 pi, 7 pi, 8 pi, and so on. Minus pi, minus 2 pi, minus 3 pi, minus 4. Integral multiples of pi, sin value is 0 always. Integral multiples of pi, sin is always 0. So the general solution of sin x is equal to how much? X is equal to n pi. X is equal to x means here we have x minus pi by 2 is equal to n pi. We want x value. If you transpose minus pi by 2 from LHS to RHS, it will become plus. So n pi plus pi by 2. N pi plus pi by 2. If you do LCM here, x is equal to 2n pi plus pi by 2. If you do LCM, x is equal to 2n pi plus pi. LCM is clearly 2. If you take pi as common, we get that is 2n. Observe here, this is 2n pi plus pi by 2. That is, if you take pi as common here, 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. 2n plus 1 into pi. 2n plus 1 into pi. 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Therefore, the general solution of cos x is equal to 0 is x is equal to 2n plus 1 into x is equal to 2n plus 1 into x. What is the general solution? General solution of cos x is equal to 0. General solution of cos x is equal to 0 where x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. That means odd multiples of pi by 2. Odd multiples of pi by 2. That is 1 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 pi by 2, minus 7 pi by 2. The value of the cos function is always 0. So that is the general solution of the given trigonometry. So the general solution of cos x equals to 0 is, the general solution of cos x is equals to 0 is clearly odd multiples of pi by 2, that is 2n plus 1 into pi. The general solution of sin x is n pi, integral multiples of pi. The general solution of cos x is odd multiples of pi by 2, that is 2n plus 1 into pi. Next, we want the general solution of tan x is equal to 0. That is third one. Tan x is equal to 0. Tan x is equal to 0. Clearly we know that. Clearly we know that tan x equals 0. Tan x equals 0 if and only if x is equal to 0. That means tan 0 value how much? 0. Tan 0 is equals to 0. Therefore the principal solution of tan x equals 0 is x is equals to 0. The principal solution of tan x equals to 0 is x is equals to 0. We want the general solution. The general solution of tan x equals 0. So tan x is equals to 0. Tan x can be written as sin x by cos x. Sin x by cos x is equals to 0. If you transpose, we get sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. So tan x is equals to 0 is nothing but sin x equals to 0. What is the general solution of sin x equals 0 is? The general solution of the sin x equals 0 is already we know that clearly n pi. So clearly x is equals to n pi where n is belongs to z. Where n is belongs to z. So therefore the general solution of tan x equals 0 is the general solution of tan x equals 0 is clearly x is equals to n pi where n belongs to z. Clearly tan x is equals to 0. Tan x is equals to 0. The general solution. We want the general solution of tan x equals to 0 is tan x equals 0 is clearly n pi. N pi is the general solution of the tan x equals to 0. N pi is the general solution of the tan x equals 0. How to find the general solution of fourth one? How to find the general solution of cot x is equals to 0? Cot x is equals to 0 if and only if x is equals to cot x is equals 0 if and only if x is equals to pi by 2. Cot 90 clearly 0. Cot 90 how much? 0. So already we know that the principal solution is equals to of cot x is equals to 0 is x is equals to pi by 2. The principal solution of cot x is clearly x is equals to pi by 2. The principal solution of cot x equals 0 is x is equals to pi by 2. We want the general solution of cot x equals 0. Cot means this can be written as cos x by sin x is equals to 0. Sin x, if you transpose sin x, 0 and anything is 0. So we get cos x. Cos x is equals to 0. Cos x is equals to 0. What is the general solution of cos x is equals to 0? X is equals to clearly x is equals to r multiples of pi by 2 where n is belongs to z. Clearly n is belongs to z. What is the general solution of cos x? The general solution of the cos x is clearly x is equals to r multiples of pi by 2. So x is equals to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So where n is belongs to z. So here also when cot x is equals to 2. Therefore the general solution of cot x is equals to 0 is x is equals to r multiples of pi by 2 where n is belongs to z. Where n is belongs to z. Observe here once again. The general solution of sin x. The general solution of sin x is equals to 0 is. The general solution of sin x is equals to 0 is clearly n pi. Integral multiples of pi where n is belongs to z. N is belongs to z. N pi. The general solution of cos x is equals to 0 is clearly odd multiples of pi by 2. That is 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 where n is belongs to z. The general solution of tan x is equals to 0. The general solution of tan x is equals to 0 is clearly the general solution of tan x equals 0 is same as the general solution of sin x equals to 0. So the general solution of tan x equals 0 is nothing but x is equals to n pi where n is belongs to z. Where n is belongs to z is the general solution of tan x equals 0. What is the general solution of cot x is equals to 0? General solution of cot x is equals to 0 means cot x equals 0 means clearly cot can be written as cos by sin, cos by sine. So cos x equals to 0. So that's why the general solution of cot x is same as the general solution of cos x is equals to 0. What is the general solution of cos x equals 0 means x is equals to odd multiples of pi by 2. So the general solution of cot x is equals to 0. Cot x is equals to 0 is also a odd multiples of pi by 2. Odd multiples of next. Yes. In previous class, already we learned about what is the general solution, what is the principal solution, how to calculate the general solution of sin x is equals to 0, cos x is equals to 0, tan x is equals to 0, and cot x is equals to 0. Now we discuss the general solution of what is the general solution of sin x is equals to k. The general solution of sin x is equals to k. Sin x is equals to k. Minus 1 is less than or equals to k is less than or equals to plus 1. We want the general solution of sin x is equals to k. We want the general solution of sin x is equals to k. For example, sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. What is the general solution? Already we know that the principal solution is clearly pi by 4 is the principal solution. What is the general solution means? By using first of all, you find the general solution of sin x is equals to k. First of all, clearly k is belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. Minus 1 comma plus 1. Let alpha be the principal solution of sin x is equals to k. Let us assume that alpha be the principal solution of sin x is equals to k. Alpha be the principal solution of sin x is equals to k. So clearly alpha is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. So let us assume that alpha is the principal solution. We don't know, so alpha is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Also theta be the any solution of sin x is equals to theta be the any solution of sin x equals to k. Theta is the any solution of the given trigonometric equation. That means theta be the solution of the given trigonometric equation means sin theta is equals to clearly k. Sin theta is equals to how much? K. So k is belongs to minus 1 to plus 1. There exists unique alpha. Already we discussed. K is belongs to minus 1 to plus 1. There exists alpha which is belongs to minus 1 to unique alpha. That is called alpha is called principal solution of the alpha. Principal solution of the given trigonometric equation exists clearly closed interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. So sin theta is equals to k. Sin theta is equals to sin theta is equals to clearly sin theta is equals to k means if k is minus 1 to plus 1, alpha belongs to minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So k can be written as sin alpha. Say sin alpha. How means if sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 lies between minus 1 to plus 1. So 1 by root 2 can be expressed as sin pi by 4. Sin theta is equals to sin pi by 4. So sin theta is equals to k means what? Sin alpha. We don't know, so sin alpha. If you transfer sin alpha from RHS to LHS, clearly it becomes negative quantity. That is sin theta minus sin alpha is equals to how much? Sin theta minus sin alpha is equals to how much? We know that sin C minus sin D. Sin C minus sin D. Sin C minus sin D. What? 2 cos of C plus D by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2. Sin C plus sin D. Sin C minus sin D. Formula is clearly 2 cos of C plus D by 2 into sin of C minus D by 2. Apply here sin C minus sin D. C is theta, D is alpha. So this can be written as 2 cos of theta plus alpha. C plus D means theta plus alpha by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. That is theta minus alpha by 2. That is sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to clearly 0. If you transpose 0 from LHS to RHS, it will become 0 by 2. 0 by anything is equal to 0. So cos of theta plus alpha by 2 into sin of theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. That means a into b is equal to 0. We know that 0 rule. That is a into b is equal to 0. Either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. That means cos theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Cos theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0 or sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. So, observe here. If you take cos theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Consider cos theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. We know that cos x is equal to 0. Already discussed in previous. Cos x is equal to 0. Cos x is equal to 0. What is the general solution? We want the general solution theta in terms of alpha. So what is the general solution of cos x is equal to 0? Where x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is belongs to integer. Already we discussed in previous. Cos x is equal to 0. Cos x is equal to 0. Where cos x is equal to 0, x is equal to, what is the general solution of cos x is equal to 0 means x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is belongs to z is already discussed with this. So cos x is equal to 0, x, consider theta plus alpha by 2 as x, cos x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Here clearly x means how much? Theta plus alpha by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is belongs to. We want the theta. Theta is the any solution. So we want the theta in terms of principal solution alpha. So that's why theta plus alpha is equal to 2 and 2 get cancelled. Theta plus alpha is equal to 2n plus 1 into clearly pi. 2n plus 1 into clearly pi, where is clearly n is belongs to z. 2 and 2 get cancelled. We want theta in terms of alpha. If you transpose alpha, that is we get theta is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi minus alpha. If you transpose plus alpha from LHS to RHS, it will become minus alpha, so minus alpha. Clear? That is clearly n is belongs to that. This is equation number 1. Again, also we have that is sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to also 0. Sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to 0. We want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Sin x is equals to k. Sin x is equals to k. So sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Already we know that is sin x is equals to 0. What is the general solution of sin x is equals to 0? Clearly x is equals to n pi. X is equals to n pi. Where n is belongs to 0, clearly already we discussed in previous studies. Sin x is equal to 0. X is equal to how much? N pi. That means sin x is equal to 0. Theta minus alpha by 2 considered as x. Sin x is equal to 0. X is equal to n pi. That means theta minus alpha by 2 is equal to how much? N pi. If you transpose 2 from LHS to RHS, division quantity clearly it will become multiplication quantity. So we get here theta minus alpha is equal to 2n pi, where n is belongs to z. So we want theta is equal to 2n pi plus alpha, and n is belongs to z. This is the equation number 2. Theta is equal to 2n pi plus alpha. 2n is the general form of even numbers. 2n plus 1 is the general form of odd numbers. So 2n and 2n plus 1. What is the union of from 1 and 2? From 1 and 2. From 1 and 2. What is the union of this solution and this solution? If we want union, clearly these are odd numbers, these are even integers. These are odd integers, these are even integers. Odd integers and even integers, union means we get integers clearly, that is theta is equal to n pi. This is odd integers clearly. This is even integers. Odd integers and even integers, Union means we get integers, that is n pi. Observe here, if all integers is there, alpha value minus alpha. If even integers are there, we get plus alpha. So by 1 and 2, this can be written as plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. Minus 1 whole power n into alpha. If all integers is there, if you substitute 1 into pi, 1 pi, minus 1 whole power n, that means 1, we get minus alpha. If you substitute even integers, that is 2 pi, minus 1 whole square is clear to plus 1 into alpha, we get plus alpha. So here, therefore, theta is equals to n pi, theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n comma into alpha, where n is belongs to z, is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Is the general solution. Is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. What is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation? Sin x is equals to k means clearly theta is equals to n pi. Theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. What is the solution set? Solution set means if you write all the solutions, the general solution, you write all the solution in set, that is n pi plus minus 1 alpha, such that n is belongs to z. These are for what? Solution set of the given trigonometric equation. What is the sin x is equals to k? Sin x is equals to k. What is the solution set? Set of n pi, that is set of integers, multiples of pi, where minus 1 whole plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to. That is the solution set of the given trigonometric equation. What is the general solution of sin x equals to k? The general solution of sin x is equals to k is clearly theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Given trigonometric equation. This is general solution. For example, if you take one example, sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. Sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. For example, example 1 and 2. This is example. This is if sin theta is equals to 1 by square root of 2, we want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. What is the general solution of given trigonometric equation? Means already we know that 1 by root 2 means what is the principal solution clearly? Alpha is equals to clearly pi by 4. Sin theta is equals to how much? Sin pi by 4. So the principal solution is clearly theta is equals to how much? Theta is equals to pi by 4. This is clearly alpha value. Theta is equals to alpha. That is alpha means what? Given principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Clearly pi by 4. Observe here. 1 by root 2. Clearly 1 plus square root of 2 belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. Minus 1 by root 2 clearly belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. Also pi by 4. For every k belongs to minus 1 closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1, there exists unique value of alpha, that is alpha is belongs to, that is clearly pi by 4 is belongs to closed interval minus 5 by 2 comma plus 5 by 2. Minus 5 by 2 comma plus 5 by 2. So sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. Sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. What is the general solution? Clearly theta is equals to pi by 4 is theta is equals to pi by 4 is a principal solution of the given trigonometry. We want the general solution. General solution means already we have formula, that is theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha is the general solution of the given trigonometry. That means theta is equals general solution is equals to general solution. Theta is equals to general solution theta is equals to n pi right hand pi plus minus 1 whole power n into. What is the principal solution here? Alpha. Principal solution here what? Pi by 4 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. So right here pi by 4. So theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power 1 into pi by 4 is the minus 1. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into pi by 4 is the general solution of the sin theta is equals to 1 by square root of 4. Observe here, we want the general solution of the sin x is equals to k. Sin x is equals to k, we want the general solution. So general solution of sin x equals to k, clearly theta is equals to n pi minus 1 whole power n into n is belongs to here. Alpha is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Alpha is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. For example, if you take sin theta is equals to 1 by 1, sin x is equals to k, that means sin theta is equals to 1 by 1. Clearly k, that means 1 by root 2 lie between closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. So it has solution. What is the principal solution of sin theta equals 1 by root 2 means already we know that sin 45 value, clearly 1 by square root of 2. Sin 45 value 1 by square root of 2. So sin pi by 4 value 1 by root of 1 by square root of 2. So theta is equals to pi by 4 is the principal solution. First of all, we find the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Clearly, pi by 4 is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Why? Because if k is belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1, there exists unique value alpha. There exists unique value alpha which is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Then the alpha is one of the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. So theta is equals to pi by 4 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Already we know that if sin x is equals to k, what is the general solution here? Theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. So how to write the general solution of sin theta equals 1 by root 2 means already first of all we find the principal solution theta equals pi by 4. General solution equals theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha value clearly n pi by 4 by 12. This is the general solution of the sin theta is equals to 1 by root 2. Sin theta equals to 1 by root 2. If you want the solution set, substitute here n value 1, n value 2, n value 3, n value minus 1, n value 2, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. If you substitute, we get the solutions. We get infinite number of solutions. If you write all the solution one set, that is called what? Solution set of the given trigonometric. Next, second one, the general solution of cos x is equals to k. Clearly, k is minus 1 is less than or equals to k is less than or equals to plus 1. We want the general solution of cos x is equals to k. Cos x is equals to k. Already we learned cos x is equals to 0 means clearly x is equals to odd multiples of pi by 2. 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n is belongs to z is the general solution of cos x equals to 0. But we want the cos x is equals to k. What is the general solution of cos x equals to k means clearly k is belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. There exists unique value of alpha. So let us assume that alpha be the principal solution. Principal solution of cos x is equals to k. Let alpha be the principal solution of cos x equals to. For every k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1, there exists unique alpha belongs to clearly 0 to pi. Alpha is belongs to 0 to pi. Alpha is belongs to 0 to pi. For every k belongs to minus 1 comma plus 1, there exists unique value of alpha. That is alpha is belongs to 0 to pi. Alpha is belongs to 0 to pi. Is alpha is called what here? The principal solution of cos x equals to k. And theta be the any solution of cos x is equals to k. Theta means any solution of cos x equals to k. Then cos theta is equals to, when assume that cos theta is the solution, then cos theta is equals to x clearly. Cos theta is equals to k. K means k can be expressed in the form of general solution. The principal solution is cos theta is equals to clearly cos alpha. Alpha is the principal solution of given trigonometric equation. So cos theta equals to cos alpha. If you transpose cos alpha from RHS to LHS, it becomes cos theta minus cos alpha is equals to 0. Cos theta minus cos alpha is equals to 0. We know that cos c minus cos d formula. Cos c minus cos d is clearly minus 2 times of sin theta plus, that is c plus d by 2, that is theta plus alpha by 2 into minus 2 times of sin c plus d by 2 into sin c minus d by 2. So sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 3. If you transpose minus 2 from LHS to RHS, it becomes division quantity. 0 by everything is equals to 0, where we get here sin theta plus alpha by 2 into sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. We know that 0. If A into B is equals to 0, either A is equals to 0 or B is equals to 0. That means sin theta plus alpha by 2. Sin theta plus alpha by 2 is equals to 0 or sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Sin theta plus alpha by 2 is equals to 0 or sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Consider one of the equation, that is sin theta plus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Sin theta plus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Already we know that sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. What is the general solution of given trigonometric equation? That means sin x equals 0 means sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. Then x is equals to what? N pi. N is belongs to z. Sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. The general solution is x is equals to n pi. X is equals to n pi. Sin x is equals to 0. X is equals to, that means theta plus alpha by 2 is equals to what? N pi. N is belongs to z. If you transpose plus 2, we get theta plus alpha is equals to 2n pi. Clearly n is belongs to z. Theta plus alpha is equals to 2n pi. We want the theta value in terms of alpha. So theta is equals to, we get 2n pi. If you transpose plus alpha minus plus alpha from LHS to RHS, it becomes negative quantity. That is minus alpha. Where is n belongs to z? This is equation number 1. Also we have another equation, that is again also sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Sin theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0. X is equals to n pi. What is the general solution of sin x equals 0? Clearly x is equals to n pi. So sin x is equals to n pi means theta minus alpha by 2 is equals to what? N pi. Where n is belongs to z clearly. If you transpose 2, we get here theta minus alpha is equals to 2n pi. Where n is belongs to z. We want theta in terms of alpha. If you transpose minus alpha from LHS to RHS, clearly it will become plus alpha. So theta is equals to 2n pi plus alpha, where n is belongs to z. This is equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we want the union of theta 1 and theta 2. Here 2n pi, here also 2n pi. 2n pi union is 2n pi only. So theta is equals to 2n pi. Here plus is there, minus is there, plus is there, right here, plus or minus alpha. Theta is equals to 2n pi. Theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha is the general solution of cos x is equals to k. Theta is equals to 2n pi. N is belongs to clearly n is here. N is belongs to z. N is belongs to z. So theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. That is cos x. What is the solution set? If you want solution set means the set of solutions which are satisfied the given trigonometric equation, that is 2n pi plus or minus alpha, such that clearly n is belongs to z is called the solution set of the given trigonometric equation, that is cos x equals to k. What is the general solution of cos x equals to k? 2n pi plus or minus alpha. What is the general solution of sin x equals to k? Sin x equals to k. Clearly that is theta is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. So solution set is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, such that n is belongs to z is the solution set of the given trigonometric equation. For example, consider one example here. Take one example. That is, if cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. We want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. We want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. We want general solution. We want general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2 means clearly 1 by 2. 1 by 2 means k. K is belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. So 1 by 2 clearly here. 1 by 2 is clearly belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. So there exists 1 by 2 belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1. There exists unique value. There exists unique value of alpha, that is cos theta is equals to clearly cos theta is equals to clearly cos pi by or cos 60. Cos 60 means pi by 3. Cos pi by 3. Pi by 3 means 180 by 3. 180 by 3 means we get cos 60. Cos 60 value how much? Cos 60 value clearly cos 60 value 1 by 2. Cos 60 value how much? 1 by 2. So cos theta is equals to cos pi by 3. Clearly pi by 3. This belongs to closed interval 0 comma pi. 0 comma pi. Clearly pi by 3 lie between closed interval 0 comma pi. So unique value of alpha for every k belongs to closed interval minus 1 comma plus 1, there exists unique value of alpha, that is it belongs to 0 comma pi, then alpha is called the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. So theta is equals to pi by 3 is the principal solution. Principal solution of the given trigonometric equation, that is cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. But we want general solution of the given trigonometric equation, cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. We want general solution. What is the general solution of cos x is equals to k? Cos x is equals to k. General solution is clearly theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Already we get alpha value how much? Alpha is nothing but what? Alpha is nothing but principal solution. Here also we find principal solution clearly pi by 3. So therefore general solution is equals to theta is equals to we want the general solution. Theta is equals to clearly 2n pi plus or minus 2n pi plus or minus. What is the alpha? Alpha is nothing but what? Principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. What is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation? Clearly pi by 3. So we get here 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3 is the 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3 is the general solution of given trigonometric equation is nothing but cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. The general solution is theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. If you ask what is the solution set, means substitute here 1 n is equals to 1, we get 2 pi plus or minus pi by 3, right? All the solutions of the given trigonometric equation, that is the solution set of the given trigonometric equation. This is what is the general solution of sin x is equals to k, that is clearly n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to z, is the general solution of sin x equals to k. What is the general solution of cos x equals to k? That is clearly theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Theta is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, where n is belongs to z, is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation cos x is equals to k. This next one. Next, how to find the general solution of tan x equals to k? How to find the general solution of tan x equals to k? General solution of tan x is equals to k, where k belongs to any given. We want the general solution of tan x is equals to k. General solution of tan x equals to k. Observe here, for k belongs to any real number, k belongs to any real numbers except 0. That is k is belongs to any real number. Let theta be the alpha be the principal solution of tan x equals to k. Alpha we have principal solution of tan x equals to k. Clearly, alpha is lying in open interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. There exists unique value of alpha, that is lying in minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Comma theta is the any solution of tan x equals to k. Tan x equals to k. Then clearly tan x is equals, that is tan theta is equals, theta is the solution. So tan theta is equals to k. Tan theta is equals to k. Tan theta is equals to k means tan theta is equals to k means in terms of alpha. Can you write tan alpha in terms of principal solution? That is tan theta is equals to tan alpha. How to write the tan ratio in terms of sin and cos? We know that tan can be written as sin theta by cos theta is equals to tan alpha means sin alpha by cos alpha. Sin theta by cos theta is equals to sin alpha by cos theta. If you do cross multiplication, we get the result. Sin theta into cos alpha is equals to sin alpha into cos theta. Sin theta into cos alpha is equals to sin alpha into cos alpha. Total sin alpha into cos theta terms transpose from RHS to LHS, it becomes negative quantity. That is sin theta into cos alpha minus sin alpha into cos theta is equals to 0. Clearly, sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Already we know that sin A minus B. So this can be written as sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0. Sin A cos B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Clearly, sin A minus B. That is sin theta minus alpha. Sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0. Sin theta minus alpha is equal to how much? 0. Already we know that sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0. We know that sin x is equal to 0. What is the general solution of sin x equals 0? Clearly, x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to z is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation, that is sin x is equal to 0. We want the general solution of this is sin theta minus alpha. Sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0. That means sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0. Sin x is equal to 0 means x is equal to n pi. Sin theta minus alpha is equal to 0 means theta minus alpha is equal to, what is the general solution here? N pi. So theta minus alpha is equal to n pi, clearly n belongs to z. We want theta in terms of alpha. So theta is equal to, if you transpose minus alpha from LHS to RHS, clearly it will become plus quantity. So theta is equal to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to z. Where n belongs to z. So theta is equal to n pi plus alpha is a general solution. Theta is equal to n pi plus alpha is the general solution of given trigonometric equation, that is tan x equals to k. Therefore, the general solution of tan x equals to k is theta is equals to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to z. Where n belongs to z. Theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. Theta is equals to n pi plus alpha, where n belongs to z is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation is nothing but tan x is equals to k. N pi plus alpha. N pi plus alpha. If you want the solution set, means clearly solution set is equals to set of n pi plus alpha such that n belongs to z is the solution set of the given trigonometric equation. Let us consider one example. Take one example. That is, if tan theta is equals to, take any example, that is square root of 3. If tan theta is equals to square root of 3, tan theta is equals to square root of 3, find the general solution. Find the general solution. If you ask the general solution, first of all, we want the alpha. Alpha is nothing but the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. We want the alpha, that is principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. So observe here, sin tan theta is equals to square root of 3. Tan theta is equals to square root of 3. So clearly, square root of 3, tan theta is equals to k. K is belongs to any real number. Theta is belongs to any real number. Sorry, square root of 3 is belongs to any real number. There exists unique value of alpha. There exists unique value of alpha, where alpha is belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. So tan theta equals to root 3 can be written as tan theta is equals to root 3 means we get clearly tan 60 value. Tan 60 value clearly root 3. Tan 60 value how much? Root 3. So tan theta is equals to root 3 means this can be written as tan 60. Tan 60 means clearly pi by 3 radians. Pi by 3 radians. Tan theta is equals to tan pi by 3. Tan theta equals to tan pi by 3. Clearly theta is equals to pi by 3 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Pi by 3 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Clearly pi by 3 is belongs to open interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Open interval minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. Clearly pi by 3 is lies between minus pi by 2 comma plus pi by 2. So theta is equals to pi by 3. Theta is equals to pi by 3 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. But we want the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. How to find the general solution is general solution of tan theta is equals to square root of 3 is equals to is observe here, general solution of tan theta is equals to square root of 3 we want. What is the general solution of tan x is equals to k? What is the general solution of tan x equals to k? Clearly, the general solution of tan x equals to k is nothing but theta is equals to n pi plus alpha. N pi plus alpha, where n is belongs to integer, m is belongs to 0. So clearly, the general solution is clearly n pi plus alpha. Alpha is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Here the alpha value how much? Pi by 3 is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. Clearly pi by 3 where n is belongs to 0. This is the general solution. N pi plus pi by 3. N pi plus pi by 3 is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. N pi plus pi by 3 is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Yes, next. The general solution of secant x is equals to k. Next one. The general solution of secant x is equals to secant x is equals to k. Clearly k is belongs to minus infinity to plus 1 union 1 to infinity. We want the general solution of secant x is equals to k. We want the general solution of secant x equals to k. We know that secant x is equals to k has solution if and only if we know that secant x equals to k has solution if and only if modulus of or absolute value of k is greater than or equals to 1. Absolute value of the k is greater than or equals to 1. Secant x is equals to k. We want the general solution of secant x equals to k. So secant x equals to k has solution if and only if the absolute value of k is greater than or equals to 1. If absolute value of k is greater than or equals to 1, then secant x equals to k has solutions. Otherwise, not a solution. So that is k is belongs to open interval minus infinity to plus 1 union 1 to infinity. For k belongs to any number that is minus infinity to open interval minus infinity to close interval 1 union 1 to infinity, there exists unique value. There exists alpha is belongs to clearly, that is alpha is what? Alpha is the principal solution of the given trigonometric equation. That is clearly there exists unique value of alpha where alpha is belongs to closed interval. Alpha is belongs to closed interval 0 comma pi by 2 open interval union pi by 2 comma closed interval pi. Alpha is belongs to 0 to pi by 2. Closed interval 0 to pi by 2 union pi by 2 to pi by 2 comma pi. Then there is this unique value of alpha, that is cos x is equals to 1 by k. Cos x is equals to 1 by k. We want the general solution of the secant x is equals to k. Clearly k is belongs to this one. Secant x equals to k as solution if and only if the modulus of k is greater than or equals to k. Marginal value of k is compulsory greater than or equals to +1. So k is belongs to given intervals. There is this unique value of alpha, that is cos x is equals to 1 by k. For cos x is equals to 1 by k. Unique value. Theta be the any solution. Theta be the any solution of cos x is equals to 1 by k. Theta is the any solution of cos x equals to 1 by k. In this situation, in this case, secant x is equals to k and cos x is equals to 1 by k. Secant x is equals to k and cos x equals to 1 by k have same solutions. Same solutions. So secant x equals to k and cos x equals to 1 by k has same solution. If you find the general solution of cos x equals to 1 by k, that is same as the general solution of secant x equals to k. So cos x is equals to 1 by k. Secant x is equals to 1 by k. Secant x is equals to k is same as secant x is equals to k is same as cos x is equals to 1 by k. Cos x is equals to 1 by k. So we want the general. Already we know that the general solution of cos x. Therefore, the general solution right here first of all, x is equals to what is the general solution of cos x equals to k means clearly 2n pi plus or minus alpha. 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Therefore, the general solution of secant x equals to k is clearly 2n pi plus or minus alpha. 2n pi plus or minus alpha, where n is belongs to z. What is the value of alpha means here? Alpha is here. Alpha is the principal solution of cos x is equals to 1 by k. Observe here, we want the general solution of secant x equals to k means secant x equals to k in between these intervals has the principal solution if and only that is mod k is greater than or equals to 1. Modulus of k, that means absolute value of k is greater than or equals to 1. So k belongs to these intervals. There is this unique value of alpha. Satisfy cos x equals to 1 by k. Satisfy cos x equals to 1 by k. This alpha is called the principal solution. of cos x equals to 1 by k. In this situation, secant x equals to k, same as cos x is equals to 1 by k. Secant x equals to k is same as cos x equals to 1 by k. If you want the general solution of given trigonometric equation means, first of all, we find the principal solution of alpha. That is cos x is equals to 1 by k. We find the principal solution alpha, that is cos x is equals to 1 by k. Already we know that the general solution of cos x equals to k means x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha, where n is belongs to z, where n is clearly n is belongs to z. So secant x equals k is same as cos x equals 1 by k. Cos x equals 1 by k. General solution is same as secant x equals to k. So the general solution of secant x equals to k is clearly x equals to, that is 2n by plus or minus alpha. 2n by plus or minus alpha, where n is belongs to z. Here alpha is the principal solution of cos x equals to 1 by k. Alpha is the principal solution of cos x equals to 1 by k. So general solution is 2n pi plus or minus alpha. Next, the general solution of cosecant x equals to k. Next one, the general solution of cosecant x is equals to k. Clearly, k is belongs to minus infinity to 1 to infinity. We want the general solution. We know that cosecant x equals to k has solution. We know that cosecant x equals to k has solution if and only if absolute value of k is greater than or equal to 1. Cosecant x equals to k has solution if and only if the k value, absolute value of k is always greater than or equal to 1. Greater than or equal to 1. The absolute value of the k is greater than or equal to 1. So let alpha be the principal solution of sin x equals to 1 by k. Alpha be the principal solution of sin x equals to 1 by k, where alpha is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma 0 union 0 to pi by 2 closed interval. Let us assume that alpha be the principal solution of the given interval, that is sin x equals to 1 by k. Alpha is belongs to closed interval minus pi by 2 comma 0 open interval union 0 to pi by 2. So clearly, if alpha is the principal solution of sin x equals to 1 by k, in this situation, that is cos x equals to k and sin x equals to 1 by k has the same solutions. That means cosecant x is equals to k solution, general solution is same as sin x is equals to 1 by k. How do we know that sin x is equals to k? The general solution is clearly the sin x equals to k. The general solution is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to z. Already we know. So here x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to z is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation. Therefore, the general solution of cosecant x is equals to k. The general solution of cosecant x equals to k is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to z is the general solution of the given trigonometric equation cosecant x equals to k. What is the alpha? Alpha is the principal solution of sin x equals to 1 by k. Here alpha is the principal solution of sin x equals to 1 by k. So the general solution of cosecant x equals to k. The general solution of cosecant x equals to k clearly x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n is belongs to z is the general solution of cosecant x equals to k.